students, welcome everyone and good morning. Okay, so today's class will cover the next unit which is left, the next unit, that is coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum. So the today's topic is on chapter 5, page number 56. Page number 56. Yes, 56. Coal and petroleum. Okay. So everyone will open page number 56 from your NCERT science textbook. Now, first describe the words, that is what is coal and what is petroleum. Not coal, what is petroleum. We have already the knowledge about coal and petroleum. Okay, the physical appearance of coal is in the black form, hard mass is there, and it is used to produce some heat energy according to their requirements. The petroleum, next one, it is also in the form of the crude oil, that is in the black thick oil, highly dense oil, and it is the also these two products are find out from the earth crust after mining it in different in a definite way. Now coal is the hard mass, it is the form of carbon, there is some impurities. Petroleum is also the hydrocarbons is there. Now what is hydrocarbon? Is the compounds of carbon and hydrogen. Now coal is the form of carbon, petroleum is the hydrocarbon. Now next one is that what is exhaustible and inexhaustible natural resource. Now what is resource? Resource. Now resource is that which is already stored or which is saved for the use of the future, which is already stored. Basically this word is used in the which is saved on the earth crust. Okay, so the coal and petroleum, these two substances are stored in the earth crust, and nowadays we are using it. So this is also called as a natural resource. These are resource, but these are basically natural resource because these are saved on nature. Artificial resources are also there. Now natural resource is the substances which are stored. Now these are two types. One is exhaustible and another one is inexhaustible. And exhaustible and inexhaustible. Okay. So what is exhaustible natural resource and what is inexhaustible natural resource? Exhaustible natural resource is that are present in limited quantity in nature and can be exhausted by human activities. Exhausted is limited amount and should be ends up by the use or by the human activity. What are the example? Example is coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. What is inexhaustible natural resource? It is also natural resource, but it will not be ended up by the use of human activity. Okay, so what are the examples is the sunlight, the air. These are the examples of inexhaustible natural resource. Okay, so from that part, what is natural resource? The substances which is stored under the earth crust or which we will get from the nature is called as natural resource. What are the types of natural resource? What are the types of natural resource? There are two kinds of natural resource. One is, there is only the example in the lower half which you cannot see. There is coal, petroleum and natural gas. These are the examples of exhaustible natural resource. Clear? Inexhaustible? Yes. Now water in the form of when it is coming out naturally, that is the rainfall. When rainfall is stored in a dam or etc., then it is the source of the inexhaustible, because when water is used as a source of energy, because water is used to produce the electricity, then it would be called as inexhaustible. But the natural resource which we are using for the our drinking water, it is exhaustible, because this is not used as a source of energy, it is the requirement of our body. So exhaustible is not water basically. Okay. Now from that part, what are natural resource? The question you will write it in your copy. What is natural resource? What is natural resource? The substances which we obtain, which are obtained from nature. The substance which we will get from nature is called natural resource. Example you will write the sunlight, the air, the coal, petroleum, etc. Okay. Next, coming to the basic unit, that is coal and petroleum. The first discussion is on coal. Now, broadly these types of resources are called as the fossil fuels. So the next point is that what is fossil fuel? Fossil fuel. Now from if we explain these two words, it will define it. The fuel which will obtain from the fossils. Now how fossils are produced, there is a process that the long time ago, due to some natural calamities, the living organisms and the living plants, the trees are for a large area, when they get buried in the earth crust after a layer or at long layer of the soil, and in there is the absence of oxygen and at the same time the pressure and the temperature. So these are the conditions: absence of oxygen, and the next one is the pressure and the temperature. These three parameters helps to convert these substances. Basically it may be for the animals and sometimes the trees, the plants, everything. These convert the animal to the certain substances. The substances are coal or petroleum. So these are called as fossil fuel. Now, how you will write what is the definition of fossil fuel? The resource which we will get, the resource we get from the dead remaining, the fossil resource we will get from the dead remaining of the living organism, the resource we get from the dead remaining of the living organism is called fossil fuel. Examples you will write. Example, the coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Clear? Yes, it is non-renewable. Renewable, that air, the sunlight, these are renewable, but it is non-renewable. Clear? So write it down, the fossil fuel, the resource we get from the dead remaining of the living organism is called fossil fuel. Example, coal, petroleum. Quickly write it. Okay, thank you everyone. Now coming to the coal in detail. Coal. Now it is a black hard form of carbon. It is a black hard form or mass of carbon. Okay, and how it is produced? We get it from earth crust. We get it from earth crust. How it is formed? It is formed by the dead vegetation for a long time when stored under earth crust. We get it from earth crust. It is formed by the dead vegetation for a long time when stored under earth crust. Earth crust, comma, the temperature, pressure under the earth crust transform these dead vegetation into coal. Animals, yes, animals, there is a, in animal there is also the not only the carbon cell, there is also the protein is also there. Okay, protein already is not of that group, that the cellulose group, so it is different. So protein, the dead cell will produce the petroleum. Okay, I am repeating, we get it from earth crust, that the coal. It is formed by the dead vegetation for a long time when stored under earth crust. The temperature, pressure under the earth crust, the temperature, pressure under the earth crust transform these dead vegetation into coal. Transform these dead vegetation into coal. Stored under earth crust, comma, the temperature, pressure under the earth crust transform these dead vegetation into coal. Okay. Now everyone know about the uses. It is used as a fuel for cooking in the previous day. Now it is the very well defined form, that is the cylinder, gas cylinder, but it was a source of energy for cooking. Next one, it is also used for the rail engines to run, that the steam engines, and also to produce heat energy in industry. These are also uses of coal. Clear? Yes, yes. It is also used to produce electricity, that the production of heat energy in the thermal power. You may also write it. So there, what is coal, how it is produced, and what is the uses of coal. Now next one is that it is a non-crystalline form of carbon. You may also add it, the non-crystalline form of carbon. Next is that what is carbonization? Charcoal. Charcoal is the another name of carbon, but as carbon having different form, the coal having different form, charcoal is the form which is amorphous in nature and having less heat energy, and it will not produce any kind of flame. Okay, charcoal. Now next is that what is carbonization? What is carbonization? Carbonization is the conversion of these dead vegetation into the coal. It is a slow process. Carbonization. So it is the conversion of dead vegetation into coal. Conversion of dead vegetation into coal, this process is called as carbonization. Okay. Okay, when coal heated in air, what is the gases formed? What is the gases formed? When coal heated in air, what is the gas formed due to this? Carbon monoxide. Only carbon monoxide. Carbon dioxide, yes. Yes, correct. So next is that what are the byproducts? Now open page number 58. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Now our next topic is on these. Coke. What is coke? So coke is that it is an amorphous form of carbon. What is amorphous? Crystalline. Amorphous, that is in powdery form. That suppose if you seen the turmeric, the powder, the talcum powder, thus is texture, then you will see there is thus the powder like form, dust like shape. Okay, so this is called the amorphous one. Now in that case, coke is an amorphous form of carbon, and it is harder and denser than charcoal and used as a fuel. It is harder and also having more energy. It is gray and also hard and porous fuel with high carbon content. So, coke, it is grey in nature, is the pure form of carbon. Grey, hard, grey, amorphous, highly carbon content, high carbon containing fuel. It is grey, amorphous, high carbon containing fuel. How it is produced? Preparation, heating coal or oil, heating coal or oil in absence of air. Heating coal in absence of air or very low supply of air. Heating coal in absence of air and its uses. Yes, amorphous, I declare that amorphous is the powdery form, that if there is no crystalline, just you have seen the crystals of the salt, the common salt, the sugar, but when such definite shape is not found for any substance, then it is amorphous. So, preparation and uses. In iron industry, for smelting, in iron industry for smelting. Iron industry for smelting. This is about coke. Yes, it is not done, it is done in absence of air. Only heat energy is there. Last word is smelting, SMELTING, or broadly you will write in iron industry. In written, blue coke is tough, porous and black. Okay, you will write the black, but it is grey sometimes. Okay, you will write grey or black as there is given in the book. So, it is, you may write it's black. Yes, melting is the process that conversion of any oxide, conversion of ore to its purest form. Suppose calcium oxide is there. Then if we heat it with the coke, then what happens? The coke will react with the oxygen and remains the metal free. The calcium will be free and the coke, the carbon will react with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide. It is to free up the element, the metal. Clear? Okay, so I think that today's time is up. Okay, so next is that the coal tar, it will be 3 minutes left. Okay, so next is that what is coal tar. In your book it is a black thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. It is a mixture of about 200 substances obtained from coal. Products are obtained from coal tar are used as starting material for manufacture of various substances used in everyday life and industry like synthetic drugs, dyes, explosive, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic material, roofing material, etc. Naphthalene balls are used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from coal tar. Okay. So next is that coal tar. Yes, coal tar previously it was used to make the road, the surface of the road, that the bitumen. Bitumen you have see the pitch which is used in the general name pitch. It is also the form of coal tar. So coal tar, it is a black thick, it is black thick liquid with unpleasant smell, produced as byproduct, by space hyphen, as byproduct from coal gas or coke industry. That when we are converting the coal into coal gas or coke, then the coal tar is produced. Byproduct is the side product which is obtained. Suppose our objective is different, that we have to convert the coke, the coal to coke. Then the remaining part, you will be left. This remaining part is in the iron industry it is called as slag, which is a byproduct, but this slag is used to the production of the cement. So in the same way the coal tar is also the byproduct which is used to make the, suppose the surfaces. It is also a very important one, and it is also it's having the anti-inflammatory such properties, the insective, and also it contains the phenol, some heterocyclic rings. As for this reason it's having unpleasant smell, and it is also used to the form of the medicines. Okay. Last two words is that coal gas or coke industry. Coal gas or coke industry. Okay. So this is the definition of coal tar, and the uses are given here. You will write it, the uses, to get ready for that question, and next day we will start from coal gas. Okay. Remember me, the next day we will start from coal gas.